Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. In this video I'm going to show you how to create the arrow slit stitch. As you can see, I think you can see that there's a row of little gaps down here, and I just think it reminds me of those arrow slits in castles. So we're going to do this. It's a very simple one row repeat once you get started. And this sample is using double knitting weight yarn in a lovely orange colour. I'm going to demonstrate this using an Aran or worsted weight yarn in this aqua colour and a size 5mm crochet hook. So let's get started. I'll just leave that sample there. We're going to start with a chain and a multiple of 2 plus 1 for turning. So we start with a slip knot, wrap the yarn round 2 fingers like so, tuck the other way around, Amanda, and then tuck the working yarn through the hole and pull it up into a slip knot. Pop your crochet hook into the hole, and then just draw it up so that it slides, the loop slides up and down the hook. I hold my crochet hook like a knife. The working yarn goes over my index finger. I trap just below the knot, I trap the yarn with my second finger and my thumb and tuck the rest of the yarn underneath these 2 fingers to control the tension. We're going to start off by making a chain, and as I said before, it's an even multiple plus 1. So yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3, yarn over, pull through 4, yarn over, pull through 5, yarn over, pull through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, plus 1. There we have it. That's the chain. Now we're going to start off with row 1, and we're going to look carefully at our chain. We're going to do a single crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. Let's identify the 3rd chain. Ignore that one. 1, 2, 3. So a single crochet into here. And what I like to do on this foundation row, this first row, is to go underneath this V here. You should be able to just about see that. So that I'm capturing 2 threads of yarn onto my hook here. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops on the hook. This edge will sort itself out once you get going, and you'll block this out once you're finished. Now the next one we're going to do, the next stitch we're going to do, is a double crochet. So this is different because we start with yarn over, insert our hook, capturing those 2 threads, strands or threads, yarn over, pull through, so you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, now we're going to pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So that's a taller stitch. The single crochet is a small stitch, and the double crochet is a taller stitch, and I'm using American terms here. Now we repeat these 2 stitches all the way to the end. So insert your hook, capturing those 2 strands, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Next one's a double, yarn over, find that little V, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and keep going. Single crochet, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the next stitch. This is our double, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and a single. No yarn over at the beginning for our single. So it's curling up. That again will sort itself out. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook. Whoops. Sometimes it's a little slippy when you get started. There we go. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you're single. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, now our double, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. That's really curling today. We'll sort out these little bumps later on. So we're coming to the end. Insert your hook. Whoops. So that is our, come to the last stitch, and we're going to do a single crochet into the last stitch. So we start with a single crochet and we end with a single crochet. Like so. Now this will sort itself out once we have a few rows. So you can see we've got single, double, single, double, single, double all the way across. Now we're on to the repeat row. We're going to do chain 1 and turn our work to the left. And here, all we're going to do is we're going to do a single crochet on top of a single crochet and a double crochet on top of a double crochet. So this one is the single crochet and this one is the double crochet. So it looks slightly fatter and slightly raised. So we've chained 1. We're going to do a single crochet into here and a double crochet into this one here. A single crochet into here and a double crochet into here. And you can see I'm going through these, the top of the stitch. So 2 strands each time. single crochet here, double crochet in the fatter one at the top, single crochet and a double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet and a double crochet. It's very relaxing. Single crochet and a double crochet. When we get to the end, we need to just identify that single crochet stitch just here. Chain one, turn your work, and you can start to see these little slits appearing here. Let's do another one. Now remember, our single crochet is going straight into this first little triangle. Single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. Now you might want to check out some of the other stitches that I've done. I'll link to them in the description below. I'll also link to the yarn I've used. It comes from a website called lovecrafts.com, and it's a lovely website. It's got lots and lots of choice of yarns at different prices. The delivery is great, so I highly recommend you have a look at that. But obviously you can buy yarn from charities. If you're in the UK, Cancer Research does knitting yarn, so you can go and have a look and buy your yarn from them. So many places that you can get yarn from, even supermarkets do yarn. And buy the yarn that you can afford. Don't worry about if it's cheap or expensive. It's your skill and love that's going into your work. Now, I would highly recommend that you do a sample every time you do a new stitch, and just keep a little sample like this. Takes a few minutes, and you build up a little library of stitches. I will go through and just sort out this slightly raggedy edge, just with a needle probably right at the end. It will gradually sort itself out. Let's do another couple of rows. You can see the slits coming nicely, can't you? Just like the sample we used. Now remember, the beginnings and endings of crochet are the tricky bit. The bit in the middle is easy, but it's getting that edge straight. So follow your patterns really carefully and make sure that you count your stitches if you're doing a large piece from time to time. I like an arrow. I went to Jordan and we saw this castle with arrow slits in it, and I thought, oh, there must be a stitch that reminds me of that castle. And this is the one that will always remind me of the castles in Jordan. There we go. Coming to the end of this row. Now the good thing about this is it's easy to memorize. You're not going to get lost. Each row is the same. Turn your work, and there we go. So you can tell if you go wrong because all your slits will be won't be one on top of the other. So it's quite simple to see where the pattern goes with this. And I really like it. It would make a lovely, lovely blanket. You could do it a nice soft baby yarn. So there we go. This is the arrow slit stitch. If you've enjoyed this, then watch some of the other videos which describe stitches, and also we've got lots of upcoming videos on little projects like scarves, hats, and amigurumi as well. So press subscribe and click the bell for a notification of when I have my next crochet lesson. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.